This is the most concentrated time of change that we will ever experience in our human history. Largely because the incoming energies that we're going to be experiencing through the astrological alignments and placements that are going to unfold, certainly in the first half of this year. Some of them haven't been seen before, and some of them haven't happened for hundreds of thousands of years. So no one knows what this energy will do other than ignite change. What is interesting is in the first half of this year, we will have a massive lineup of planets in one half of the sky. Again, very unusual, very, very unusual, which means that there will be a very concentrated energy in that space. So that's why the first 6 months of, well, I kind of think it's going to be this first 7 months of this year are going to be pretty intense. So we can really use this energy in a positive way to take action on the things that we need to take action on, and that perhaps we haven't been able to for whatever reason, you know, whether like me, your brain went on holiday, or you've just been too exhausted to, or you felt uninspired or lethargic or stagnant or stuck or whatever it is. All of those feelings, this energy is just going to take them out. So this is fast-paced, fast-moving. I like fast-paced and I like fast-moving. So I am going to enjoy this time. I might bitch and moan about not being able to sleep, but I'll suck it up. And I'm using the word intense because I think we need to be aware of the intensity. Doesn't mean that it needs to be a negative thing, but just be aware of it and do what we can to support ourselves. So that means resting when we can, exercising, meditating, being outside in nature, you know, all those things that support our system. And particularly when I talk about our system, I'm talking about our nervous system, because the nervous system is the thing that goes haywire in these intense energies. And the nervous system flips into fight, flight, freeze, or fawn, or whatever, and which is not helpful. We don't need to go into survival in this time. We're moving into a time where we need to thrive, or where we can thrive. Everything is going to be activated. And it is going to be very dramatic for a lot of people. And it is going to be a time of breakthrough or breakdown. Now, we must also remember that this is not just for us as individuals. This is also collectively. So we may see things in the world happening where there's sudden breakthroughs or there's sudden breakdowns. Just watch it, observe it, witness it. Don't be triggered by it. For ourselves, I'm all for breakthroughs, not so keen on the breakdowns, but I think the breakdowns are going to be the breakdown of the things that no longer serve us. And we must be willing to let go of them and to release them and to not stay stuck or hang on to them. So again, if we can always view everything through the lens of whatever is occurring is serving me in some way, it always serves us. As challenging as it might be, as difficult as it might be, as intense as it might be, it's serving us. If we're attached to things, not going to be so much fun. If we have expectations, not going to be so much fun. It is really best for us to be as open and receptive as we possibly can, and excited. This really could be an incredibly powerful year that takes us to the next level of our lives. And in a good way, not in a bad way. A lot of us are really going to be called to stand up. and to do what we are here to do, to make a difference in some way. So that can be in our work, in our families, in our communities, whatever it is our soul has been wanting or needing to express is going to become more and more evident this year. The other thing we must remember is that we have been preparing for this year. This is not going to come as some big, massive surprise. It shouldn't come as some big, massive surprise. We've been preparing for it. It is everything that we've been doing to this point is getting us ready for the acceleration that 2026 brings us. And we know that change is happening. We know that the systems are collapsing. We know all of that stuff in the world that has been the world for a long time has got to change. No longer works. And if we can embrace the change and be willing to be part of the change, it just makes life easier. And the only thing that actually gets in the way is our ego and our mind. It really is. Those are the two things that stand in our way. And if we can get over ourselves, get over our minds, get over our egos, get over how we think things should be, and allow things to be what they need to be, life just becomes easier. And as I mentioned, there are two paths in this year. There is the path of chaos and there is the path of bliss. And some moments are going to feel like we're falling into the path of chaos, and we need to bring ourselves back to the path of bliss, because we don't need to be in the chaos. We don't need to be negatively affected by the fear and the panic that other people may be feeling. This really is going to be a year where we need to tune more and more and more into our intuitive senses. The intuitive space that we need to be in is an embodied space. So it's an intuition that is connected to our physical body. Because these energies are so different, or so new, or what we've never experienced before, our minds cannot conceive, because our mind is built in a framework, and a framework that has been created through our past and through our experiences, which is why to determine what steps we need to take, where we need to focus, what we need to focus on, where to direct our energy, where to direct our attention, that guidance needs to come from our intuition, but an embodied intuition, so that we're tuning into the body's response. So a feeling of, is this the right decision for me? Is this the right choice for me? What does my body say? If there's a contraction or a resistance, we've got to tune into that. Perhaps this isn't the next step for me, or this isn't the direction I should be moving in now. Is it my head that is telling me that this is the place I need to go, or is this my intuition telling me this is the place I need to go? Navigational system that we have for moving through these times is our intuition. It is not our minds. We have to question everything our mind tells us.